Hello, this is John Miller, the creator of The Rest of Everest. I think I can safely say that this show is, without a doubt, the most in-depth look into the entire experience of what it takes to climb Everest, as well as some other peaks throughout the Himalayas. But all of the events in this series are shown in chronological order, so if you're new to the show, please go all the way back to episode 000 and watch everything in order. That's truly the best way to enjoy it. Thanks.
This is the Rest of Everest video podcast, an almost unabridged expedition experience. Episode 153, The Namaste Ninja.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rest of Everest. It's been a while, so might want to remind you guys, my name is John Miller. I apologize for taking most of the year off this past year. Had some, pretty serious medical issues that I had to battle through and spent some time in the hospital, but I'm doing really well now. Feeling healthier than I have in years, and so I am fully committed to bringing the podcast back, and there's actually a bunch of really cool things that I'll be doing over the next few months. One of the things that I've done is I've created a YouTube channel for Rest of Everest. You can go to youtube.com/Rest of Everest, and you can see all my videos, and I'm going to be releasing some stuff in HD, so please be sure to keep checking that out. But we're going to resume the 2010 expedition by bringing back in a bunch of people from the trip. So just want to go down the list here. We've got Chris and Monica calling in from Germany.
Hello.
Hello.
We have Jill calling in from Nevada.
Hi there.
We've got Jeffrey calling in from Ontario, Canada.
Howdy.
We've got Christine calling in from Pennsylvania.
Hello, everyone.
And we have David calling in from Texas.
Hey.
Really glad to have you guys back. It feels so good to be recording the show again. I'm so excited. Slightly misty here, I have to admit. Missed you guys so much. This week we're gonna continue on doing some sightseeing around Lhasa, and I just, as usual, let's just get to it. Let's head back up to Lhasa and let's rejoin us and kind of get a status check of how things are going in Lhasa. So here we go.
Spent a lot of time this afternoon and evening with Lobsang, and such a wonderful experience to get to see him again. And as I said, the last time that I was here, the episode that was most notable from that experience was the episode of me crying into the camera, just being so homesick. And the homesickness part of things haven't changed. I'm terribly homesick right now, but one of the things that has changed is just walking to dinner tonight, just feeling this feeling of coming full circle. So we came around the corner and there was the Jokhang Temple, and the room that Scott and I had, the hotel in 2007, just overlooked the Jokhang and was literally right across the street. And everywhere I looked, I saw families and little children with little 2- and 3-year-olds running around, and so now I'm feeling homesick because I have a 2-year-old son and still have the same just beautiful, wonderful wife who's just as supportive of me now being here as she was back then. But now we have this beautiful, beautiful son, and we have another baby on the way, due in just see, right now as I'm recording this, it's in the middle of April. It's actually April 18th of 2010, and we have a baby coming the end of October. So it's pretty exciting to think about how upset I was last time I was in this city, feeling so homesick and feeling so distraught over being away from Heidi, and how we were still not healed from having the miscarry, and now to be somewhat of a seasoned father, I guess, and to still have a good friendship with Lobsang, and to have all of these wonderful people here in this group who know me from that experience I shared with the world. And this year we're definitely kind of living it up because this hotel, it just rocks. It's pretty amazing. But in any case, I could go on and on and on, but I'm not going to. I need to go to sleep.
Alright, so we finally made it into Lhasa at, well, we're currently at about 4,000 meter altitude, and yeah, feeling a slight headache, but it's not too bad. We're drinking lots. There's actually lots of water here in the room. We are in the hotel, and after Kathmandu, this is actually a bit of a change, so let me show you guys. Monica, say hi.
Hi.
This is our hotel, and it's like a proper hotel with proper beds. I don't expect any let's say wildlife in the room to show up here. A TV, then there's this little thing with drinks, and yeah, it looks like, I don't know what's in there, just no mini bar, but lots of room.
Yeah, look how nice that room is.
Lots of
I was going to say when I saw this, Dave, we didn't have a room like this, did we?
comfort all of a sudden.
I don't remember it
think
being
this
that
is the
nice.
calm before the storm. I think this is just to kind of.
Well, I don't think we made
get
any
us back to
special
normal,
arrangements or anything. We just
to
got
what
the
we
room.
perceive as being normal, and we will, in a few days, take off on the trek, and that is when, yeah, we won't have any of this. So the group is gonna meet in a while for dinner, and yeah, while our bodies still try to adjust to the higher altitude, less oxygen in the air, and just walking upstairs is already kind of a bit of a difficult thing. You notice even standing up from a chair that the altitude does something to you and that you have less air available. So that's it, and yeah, you'll see more picture taking soon.
Yeah, that footage, actually, I had forgotten to edit it in the previous episode, so that actually happened all before Damion got sick. But I thought it was interesting to put in.
Yeah, and that room was really unexpected. I mean, the hotel, that was compared to everything else, it was really luxury class.
But I do remember how we thought we were getting acclimatized fairly well, and then we got to those stairs in that hotel. It was like, oh man, that just about killed us. And as I recall, there was quite a walk down the hall too.
Yeah, it wasn't that much, but it felt like quite a lot.
No kidding.
I was still feeling pretty good at this point, but we know that went downhill at some point.
One little acclimatization secret is that there's an elevator in the hotel, but if you don't take the elevator, you take the stairs. It actually helps you acclimatize faster. But this is a nunnery that we went to.
The Tsamkhung, Tsamkhung, Tsamkhung Nunnery. I have the ticket in my Kindle case, and I happen to have it next to me.
It was just wonderful, and a really nice place to visit. I think it's the largest in Lhasa, the largest monastery in Lhasa.
That was really impressive, with all them praying and with allowing us to be in there and to kind of watch what they were doing.
Do you remember those slippery stairs up to the main room? This buttered stairs.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're not there to keep strangers out. No.
This is definitely part of the sound of Tibet.
I could just sit here and listen and listen.
I don't know if anyone else noticed, but on the altar to the right of the screen, there was a cat. I kept finding a lot of the cats around Lhasa.
Oh, yeah.
That was a common theme for me.
I think this is why you go on these trips. I mean, to me, this room was sensory overload. There was just so much to take in. There was the color, there was the sound, there was the smell, there was all the different artifacts like we're looking at. The flowers. It was, yeah.
There's Jill.
I got some of my best pictures here of the whole trek, I think.
Even though it was pretty dark in there, the video doesn't show it, but there was not much light in there.
No.
This is footage that Chris shot. And she's sorting all
I
the
think
prayers there.
It's like
text.
prayers, and they have to be in there in a specific order, and they keep them in this box.
Now, Jill, you actually spent a while sitting right behind this woman talking to, we can probably see there. Yes, you can see right over Chris's head. But you were just kind of spending time with one of the nuns there. What were you talking about or motioning about?
Well, they invited me to come sit with them when they were chanting, and I sat next to one of them, and she was showing me how to pray with my beads, and because I wear Tibetan beads all the time, and she was showing me how to hold them, and while they were praying, and then another woman called me over, and I went farther into the middle of this group of women, and they were showing me the prayer cards, and just praying with me. It was really cool.
Yeah, it looks like you were really enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun there. That was one of my favorite places.
And actually, I believe we went here because we could not get into the Potala Palace.
I think you're right.
We drove over
there. Or we
there.
decided not to go that day or something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
No, there
bore
was
for
some
me.
sort of meeting going on in the Potala, so they weren't letting tourists in.
That's what I remember. Yep.
By the way, these are the butter lamps, so that's where all that butter everywhere comes from.
At one point, Jeffrey and I were sitting on a porch with some of the novices, and we were all just laughing because Jeffrey and I had let them take pictures of us with our cameras, and then we took pictures of them, and they thought this was the most hysterical thing going. And again, the language barrier, it was no barrier at all. We just had a really enriching experience with these novices.
Actually, Christine took a picture I like of me. There was a guy in behind where we were sitting, and his bicycle was broken, so I went over and helped him fix his bicycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, John, I love how you cut this one together with the different viewpoints.
Oh, I love having multiple cameras running simultaneously.
I can tell.
I love it. We're looking through Chris's camera there.
The little donations.
It's interesting that we all had different experiences there. And you'll see that some of the group explored more around and had their own adventures as well. Just a really nice place to visit. Highly recommend it if you're there.
Yeah, you'll see, I guess, Dave and I, where we trekked off to.
But those lamps, you know, I've said it before, they give off a real sooty smoke, and it blackens the ceilings. But it also has this very heavy smell, and it's something that I just really associate with this part of the world. It's just amazing.
Technology coming to the rescue.
Technology and the lack of the language barrier, even though these nuns didn't speak English, like you were saying, Christine.
Cutest thing. Where did you find it? At the top row. That's so cool.
For you two.
Puppies.
Roger and I went for a little bit of an adventure, and we found this Tibetan mastiff, and they're so friendly.
I like how its mouth zoomed up just a little bit, just for the added cuteness.
And that was Roger, and the mom and the pup. And they're so cute.
So they're quite large.
Yeah, the mom was really big.
No, that's so. Where are we? No, who are you?
I'm Shaquille.
What are you up to?
We're about to take a group shot.
You are about to take a group shot.
Well, it takes all of us to take it, but I will actually put it on timer and just let the camera do it.
Okay.
But we're in front of a nunnery, which was a fantastic experience. The building is gorgeous, lots of architecture and colors, and we're going to get the group together and take a shot. Not ideal sunlight, but it's a memory.
What's bad about the sunlight?
Very harsh contrast. It's sun is almost directly overhead, so a lot of dark shadows under the face and especially the eyes. We don't have any reflectors or any professional equipment, but it's going to be a good memory anyway.
I think I would call that fairly professional, to be honest.
Yeah, except for the lighting. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
If I had known that you wanted to take a group shot, I would have brought you my intervalometer.
Okay, what would that do?
Which is Canon's expensive remote timer.
I have that.
You have that?
Yeah.
The TC80?
I do have that.
Of course he had that.
Okay, then crank it out.
Yeah, no question.
The group shots even easier.
Everything.
Yeah.
What are you learning? Learning Tibetan? Are you learning Tibetan?
Yeah, I just changed the setting on the mobile phone for this lady.
Oh, okay.
From English to Chinese.
That's it, yeah. So what you do is, with a group shot, what you get is the problem that it's always someone's going to look weird on the picture.
Yes.
So now you'll end up with like 20 shots. That'll give you way more choice in the end. So you'll just choose the best one,
Right.
delete the others, or maybe if you have to, clone one head from one shot into the other. That's a common practice in group shots nowadays. Absolutely. Because it's on a tripod, it's easy to just clone back and forth.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
that's what I always use for my group shots, and that makes it easier for you to be on the shot because you don't have to hurry that much. Just make sure you have enough space on the go. Well, yes, it looks good. It says $9.99.
Yeah. I have a 64 megabyte card in there. So
You have
64 gigabyte. Yeah.
You have a freaking 64 gigabyte card in there. Now if that breaks, you'll have a lot explaining to do.
A lot of crying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of Chris's secrets, is that you don't shoot with large cards on these trips.
My cards are getting larger, but now I'm still far from 64 gigabytes.
We must be a
so many
curious bunch.
so many eggs in one basket.
Yeah, and this stuff is just priceless.
And while we're looking at Shaquille, John is looking at us and is filming. John, why are you filming all this?
Because I want to see your faces. Because there's each of
So
you.
I'm filming you to see your face.
Each of you are filming one person, but you're not filming each other. So I was trying to get all of you.
You sneaky man. Look, and now I'm being filmed from below. That's the best position to film me from.
And this is how we're going to prove it's the same shot. Watch this. You ready?
What? Right. Or usually we would sync it up. You're doing.
Do it. You got to do it faster than that. You got to go. Oh my God. Suntan lotion. Ready?
we need a clapperboard.
Okay. Ready to go.
Ready to go. Another one filming.
I cracked myself up.
Okay, and while we're here, we're being watched, and mobile phones are being configured.
Yeah, mobile
this is
phones
awesome.
everywhere.
I like that.
Everywhere.
Just another day on the Everest trek.
This is just another day at the nunnery. Okay, so let's do the group shot.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Almost.
All right, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna film that from above.
Pile on the steps.
Yes.
Group shot. I think
Okay, we're doing a group shot. You stay here. Exactly here. No, below. You.
Wow.
Okay. Group shot setting up.
Fix her makeup. Fix her hair.
No makeup, no fair, no fixed hair.
Still like this.
I didn't think we were going to be together.
Sitting
Okay.
or standing?
Are we sitting or standing?
Sitting.
Sitting. Oh, sitting. Sitting. Okay. Ow. Careful. Is that okay?
Of course, this group is incomplete because we're missing Damion.
Okay, just let me give everyone an impression what it's looking like.
Let's see if I can make sure we see everybody's faces.
Where are you gonna go?
You have to face.
Chimi, we're like, come on, man, you gotta get in the group.
Come here.
I miss Chimi.
Yeah, me too.
Big space for me.
Pick one.
Lobsong was in the hospital with Damion at this point.
I just talked twice.
Did you hit the button with the thing on it?
Yeah, right. Hit the button.
I heard it.
Okay, everyone, give us a big smile now.
Tuck your tummies in.
Actually, that's the best picture from above here. Wait, I have to take a picture of her, of them. Everyone take a picture of them now.
I have no color of you. You're shooting back.
Wow.
Okay, group shot setting up.
Fix her makeup. Hold on, let me just check to make sure they're good.
Do we have enough?
Yeah, good. You can check later on.
Yeah, we got about 15 shots.
Good.
Yay!
That's how you do group shots. Just shoot a lot of pictures.
Is it?
It's just a really nice place to hang out. It's a nice,
We are interesting.
nice afternoon. And not terribly strenuous.
Okay, so Aaron, what is that mask?
Oh,
there?
the
Is it a
ninja.
fashion statement or is it functional?
It's functional.
And where did you get it?
I got it in Tamil in Kathmandu.
Why?
It was really smoky and hazy and dusty and hard to breathe, but mostly all the locals were wearing them, and you do what the locals do.
And what's it for?
Breathing.
Well, tell me how much of a difference it makes. Okay, so basically it's just it's like a surgical mask that you'd wear, but it's knit. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's cloth. It's a bit thicker and more comfortable to wear because it's all cloth. And forgot what else I was describing.
Well, how much of a difference has it made?
Oh yeah. Well, it a lot of it too helps. It retains moisture when you're breathing, and it doesn't allow for all the the dust and the exhaust. You know, when you're walking through Tamil, there's a lot of little vehicles. Well, little vehicles put off less exhaust, but there's more of it. So they just help keep that junk out of your breathing system.
Were you getting a sore throat in Tamil?
No, I hadn't yet, and I don't have a dry throat yet. So
I think that's the proof that it works right there.
I think so, yeah. But everyone was doing it. All the locals did it, and so.
And have you seen locals out here wearing them as well?
Quite a few. Only they're Chinese and they're cuter. They have all the little characters on them, or they have like what do you call those? The crisscross patterns, like plaids and gingham types and yeah, so something more interesting than just plain black. Oh, look at that. There's one. Is that one yours?
Yeah.
I could smell the menthol in it. I could smell the Vicks inside her mask.
I just wanted to add that it also makes your ears stick out really nice because it pulls them forward. So that's all.
Namaste!
one of the classic lines from the track, the Namaste Ninja.
Namaste Ninja.
Yeah. But that was just a really nice afternoon. It was a nice bit of a break from the stress of the events that had happened earlier that morning, with Damion having to be rushed to the hospital, and it was good. But next week we're gonna actually go back to the Potala Palace, or at least you guys are gonna go back to the Potala Palace, and get to more of an impression of what the place is like than just what Scott and I were able to do from our 2007 trip. But truly an amazing place, definitely a World Heritage Site. Just amazing. So thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you coming back into the fold here for the show.
It is wonderful to be back.
Thank you, John.
And there is so much more to come, and yeah, I'll keep you all up to date about everything. If you want to get a look at these episodes before they're recorded for the commentary, follow me on Twitter. Go through my Twitter feed. You'll find all kinds of stuff that I release months in advance now. It's a new thing I'm trying out. Just these videos without the commentary. You're seeing exactly the file that we watch when we record these commentaries. So
without us talking.
Yeah, kind of fun. So anyway, we will see you next week, and we're back to our regular release schedule. So we will see you next week. So thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
The Rest of Everest is downloaded all over the world every day, and watching the show has become a part of many people's weekly routine. The show will always be free to download, but it's by no means free to produce. Please help me cover my costs by making a small monthly or one-time donation from the right sidebar on my website, and in return I'll give you some cool bonus materials. A donation of any amount will grant you access to some interesting video content, including high-definition versions of several podcast episodes. A one-time donation of $25 or more, or any of the monthly donation options, will additionally grant you access to a downloadable version of the film Everest: The Other Side, which episodes 1 to 61 are based on. I really cannot express how vital these donations are, and if you've made a donation, thank you so much. As always, our announcer is Marlon May, and our music is provided by Wendy Wu. Check her out at wendywu.com. Thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching The Rest of Everest. For more information on the expedition, please visit therestofeverest.com.